have taken a picture and looked at it over and over again, trying to find, like the perfect filter, or taking a picture, trying to find a perfect angle. Today I'm going to talk to you about selfies and how they are harming us in our relationships. So, like I mentioned, a lot of times we spend a lot of time looking for perfection, and one of the reasons is we compare each other to others on social media. So we tend to kind of look and see, trying to validate ourselves and our worth through likes. And then so like I said, just scrolling through Instagram and kind of spending a lot of time on it there, or even Facebook, and just trying to be like other people, or just kind of like stepping up your likes, whatever. So another reason too is a lot of people lack self-esteem. It's actually proven that people that take a lot of selfies are actually have lower self-esteem than people that don't. I don't know if you guys I have a friend that, she, every time we hang out, she wants to take pictures, and we seriously spend like 20 minutes taking pictures, and it's like never good enough for her, and we're like seriously spending like most of our time taking pictures. And I've noticed that she does it to like, not just me, like all her friends, like her Instagram is like full feed of like, just like if you hang out with her, you're taking a picture. That's just how it goes. And it affects your relationships, because no one wants to spend 20 minutes at a dinner table taking selfies. Like, it's not that serious. I want to eat. And it's just, like I said, it's affecting relationships. We spend a lot of time on our phones as it is, that when you like get together with someone, you don't want to like be on your phone or worry about is this picture good enough, And last reason why, a lot of people do it for fun. The fun selfies sometimes can also be unhealthy. I think that's kind of where I fall into, I would say. I like to take a lot of scenery pictures, but I also get into, like looking for like the right filter, or like kind of like messing with it too much. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys. For me, like I love to hike or like travel, so I always go on Instagram. Like if I'm going somewhere, I hashtag whatever I'm looking for and look through the pictures and see if it looks cool, whatever. And sometimes when I get there, it doesn't look like that, because all the filters that are used, or just angles, it's just, like sometimes it's just not real. And like I said, that's kind of like where fun is not really fun anymore, because you're kind of just looking into it a little bit too much. But yeah, so in conclusion, I would say that just if you catch yourself going through a picture a little, too long, or just, taking more of your time, just trying to get like a perfect shot, just, keep in mind that perfection is not real, and you're just missing out on the experience. Thank you.
Did you break it already?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we were just waiting.
So that boy Coy is a kid.
Oh, me, I have glasses.
Oh, it's because I bought it. It's like,
7-10 minutes.
I smell it now.
Like, how?
Yeah, I do.
I was on the gas and I didn't realize it was someone on the floor. That's so dangerous.
So she would spill gas.
Yeah.
I actually get to like let go of the thing when I pull it out.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
it just like drips.
What's weird though is that like shaking.
Yeah, there's no gas starting at that point. Like, where do you shake?
I just don't want it to drip. I don't want to leave a mess. So I just like shake it while it's still in my car.
It's so hard.
you so much.
All right, you ask a rhetorical question as the introduction, and it was kind of a little bit awkward. I think there's a presupposition in the question that needs some documentation to go along with it. You clearly identify what your topic is, but I didn't really hear much of a preview. In the content, you refer to studies and research, but you never cite the sources on that, so I think you want to be more consistent on that. It feels like a thought piece without any research plugged into it, and I think that makes it a little bit less solid as a presentation. The visual factors, once in a while your feet cross a little awkwardly, but most of the time your posture's okay. Your gestures are very limited. You've got your hands in your pocket for most of the speech, and a couple of times when you do take your hands out of your pocket, you just kind of cross your arms like you're a little defiant in speaking to us. Damn us. What were we thinking? But your facial expressions and your eye contact are pretty solid. So you're doing a good job there. Your voice, I think it was easy to hear you. There's pretty good variety in your voice while you're speaking to us. Except for a little bit in the introduction, I thought that you articulated things clearly. There was one or two sentences at the beginning that sounded like they were not enunciated clearly, but the rest of the speech was perfectly fine. The anxiety issues, I think that's mostly your hands being plunged deep into your pockets. You have up to 7 minutes to speak. You spoke 3.5 minutes basically, so there's a lot of content that gets left out of the presentation, and I think that probably undermines the quality of the presentation. Like I said, it sounds, like the start of a speech instead of the end of the speech. It sounds like you're at the beginning. I've got this idea that I want to talk about, and then it needs to be filled in with some information. All right, thank you.